Your message still lights up my phone, though I know you're not there now. 1,000 words we never sent, still floating in the clouds. The last photo of your smile, frozen in a quiet frame. I keep staring at the screen, like somehow it might change. Every call that never came, every text that never showed, left a silence in my chest, heavier than you could know. Now I'm closing the screen tonight, trying to fade you from the light, but every memory still appears through the glow of all these years. Every picture, every line, still alive inside my mind. Even if I let you go, my heart refuses to close. The cursor blinks like it's asking me to write the words goodbye, but every time I try to type, my hands just freeze in time. Your playlist softly fills the room like you never went away. Every note a piece of you that refuses not to stay. I thought time would clear the space where your love used to remain, but some ghosts live in the code of every hidden pain. Now I'm closing the screen tonight, trying to fade you from the light, but every memory still appears through the glow of all these years. Every picture, every line, still alive inside my mind. Even if I let you go, my heart refuses to close. Maybe somewhere down the line, when the nights don't hurt this way, I'll open up these files again and smile at yesterday. But right now, every photograph feels like a fragile scene of a love that once was real inside a glowing screen. Still I'm closing the screen tonight, letting darkness take the light. Every message left unread, every word we never said. Though the world keeps moving on and the days keep going slow, part of me will always stay where your memories glow. So I'll shut the laptop quietly before the tears are seen, but loving you will always live behind that silent screen. The lights are low, the room is still. Your ghost is in the air tonight. I hear your footsteps down the hall, but I know you're out of sight. Your perfume lingers on my coat, like words you never got to say. And every shadow on the wall feels like you fading away. We close the book without a sound, no final line to mark the end. Just two hearts lost between the pages, where love and silence bled. Now I'm writing an epilogue in the dark, where your memory leaves its mark. body still across the chair, like you just stepped outside the door. I almost call your name again, then remember you're no more. The clock keeps ticking through the night, like it's counting every scar, and every second feels like miles between the way we are. If love was just a fleeting page, why does it refuse to close? Why do the quiet midnight hours bring back the ghost? I know now I'm hiding at the lot in the dark, where your memory leaves its mark. Every tear becomes a line of a love I can't rewind. The story ended long ago, but my heart still doesn't know how to let your shadow pass from the chapters of our past. Maybe somewhere past the night where the broken hearts all go, there's a shelf of unfinished dreams we were never meant to know. And if you ever write these lines in the silence from afar, you'll know my love kept writing you, even in the dark. Still I'm writing an epilogue in the dark, tracing every faded spark. Every memory we made still refuses just to fade. Oh, the final page was done, there's a lesson left to learn. Some love stories never end, they just hide inside the night. So if the night feels cold and long, and the stars seem far apart, remember somewhere in the dark, you're still the epilogue of my heart. Your picture's still inside the frame, but nothing feels the same tonight. The house is quiet, pages turn, in memories I try to write. Your laughter used to fill these halls like sunlight through an open door. Now every step just echoes back, a love that lives here nevermore. We wrote our story line by line, with hopeful hearts and open eyes. But somewhere in the middle pages, we started reading different skies. And now we're in the final chapters of a love we tried to save. Every word feels a little heavier on the last few lines we gave. We were poetry in motion, now we're fading to past, turning pages full of heartbeats, knowing this one's the last. The coffee cups still sit for two, but only one is filled today. Your chair is like an empty verse, where all my words just fade away. I tried to underline the truth between the silence and the pain, but love can blur like ink in rain when tears fall on the word feels a little heavier. On the last few lines we gave, we were poetry in motion. Now we're faded into past, turning pages full of heartbeats, knowing this one's the last. If I could flip the story back to the first night that we met, I'd hold your hand a little longer, rewrite every regret. But some endings write themselves, no matter how we try. And even the most beautiful books still close with a goodbye. Now we're in the final chapters, where the silence fills the space. Every memory like a sentence time can never erase. We were everything together, every dream we thought would last. But the book of us is closing in these final chapters past. So I place the pen beside your name and let the last page turn. Because some love stories end even when the heart still burns. The night drifts slowly out the door, where we used to lie on the floor. Moonlight spills across your face, a quiet glow I can't replace. Your laughter lingers in the sheets, like whispers in the empty streets. I try to fold the silver glow into a box and let it go. Every shadow, every star reminds me of how close we are. But some light can't stay in one place, it slips away like your embrace. I'm packing up the moonlight tonight, saving pieces of you and me. Every memory soft and bright, stored in the corners I can't see. Even though the dawn will rise and steal the magic from our skies, I'll keep the moonlight in my hands until I can't stand this heartless land. Your jacket smells like summer rain, your smile echoes in my brain. I trace the curve of fading beams, trying to hold on to our dreams. The stars are folding into day, but your shadow still wants to stay. I'm capturing what I can't keep, while the world around us falls asleep. Every whisper, every sigh, every tear we didn't cry is a piece of light I can't let go. Even when it's time to close, I'm packing up the moonlight tonight, saving pieces of you and me. Every memory soft and bright, stored in the corners I can't see. Even though the dawn will rise and steal the magic from our skies, I'll keep the moonlight in my hands until I can't stand this heartless land. taking pieces of you and me. Every memory, soft and bright, stored in the corners I can't see. No, the world moves on unaware. I hold the night within my care, backing up the moonlight slow, so no one else will know. And when the sun forgets the night, I'll still have a silver light, a quiet love that won't let go, even when the shadows grow. We used to drive that narrow road where the tall, dark pine trees grow. Windows down, the summer air, your quiet laugh was everywhere. The sunset painted gold and green through the branches in between. I thought love would never bend, but forever found an end. Now the wind moves through the leaves like it's whispering your name, and every step I take alone still leads me back again. In the shadows of the pines tonight, your memory moves through fading light. Every rustling branch above sounds like echoes of our love. I'm calling out into the breeze, but only lonely silence answers me. Some hearts heal, but some just know they're lost in the shadows of the pines below. Your jacket's still inside my car, carries who you used to be. Every thread a trace of you, every breath a memory. We carved our names into that tree like time would set our story free. But the bark grew thick with years, now it hides our hopes and tears. I still hear your gentle voice floating softly through the night, like a ghost between the trees, dust beyond the faded light. In the shadows of the pines tonight, your memory moves through faded light. Every rustling branch above sounds like echoes of our love. I'm calling out into the breeze, but only lonely silence answers me. Some hearts heal, but some just know they're lost in the shadows of the pines below. Would your footsteps find mine too? Or did before us take our love and hide it deep from view? Maybe somewhere through the dark, where the tallest branches bend, you're still dancing in the wind like the love we couldn't mend. In the shadows of the pines tonight, I see your ghost in silver eyes. So if you ever hear the wind singing softly through the trees, it might just be a broken heart still learning how to breathe. The lights went down, the crowd went home, but I'm still standing here alone. Your voice still lingers in the air, like a song that isn't there. We played our hearts out on that stage, every smile, every page. But somewhere in the fading sound, our love fell to the ground. The cheers were loud, the night was bright, but you slipped away from sight. And now the echo's all that stays in the quiet of these days. Now there's silence after the applause, no more cheering, just a pause. Where your laughter used to be, now it's just a ghost of me. Every moment that we sang still trembles in the air. But when the music fades away, there's no one standing there. Your microphone's still on the stand, like it's waiting for your hand. The spotlight falls across the floor, you won't walk through that door. Every lyric that we knew still reminds me of you. But harmony can turn to pain when only one voice remains. The curtains fall without a sound as the darkness gathers around, and the stage we used to share feels so empty standing there. There's silence after the applause, no more cheering, just a pause. Where your laughter used to be, now it's just a ghost of me. Every moment that we sang still trembles in the air. But when the music fades away, there's no one standing there. Maybe somewhere in the crowd you still hear our melody, a love that once was loud and proud, now just a memory. And if the lights come on again in some distant place and time, maybe we'll find our harmony between your heart and mine. But tonight it's silence after the applause, only echoes, only loss. Every song we used to sing still holds your everything. Though the stage has gone to dark and the crowd has moved along, part of me is still out there singing our unfinished song. So I'll stand beneath the fading lights where your shadow still belongs. coffee's cold where you used to sit. Your shadow still lives in the quiet of it. Every chair in this empty room feels like a memory dressed in gloom. I told myself I'd be alright, but silence screams your name at night. I kept my heart behind a gate. Now it's thawing out too late. I was frozen in my pride while your tears fell like the rain. You were reaching for my hand, but I let you slip away. Now my heart is thawing out too late. Ice melting where your loved one stayed. I feel the warmth you tried to give, but you're no longer here to live in it. I hear your voice in every song, realizing where I went wrong. Love finally breaking through the ache, but my heart's thawing out too late. Your sweater still hangs by the door, like it's waiting for you once more. Every thread holds pieces of you. Every breath feels half untrue. I replay every word you said. Every night we cried in bed. You begged for warmth I couldn't make. No, my heart is wide awake. I was numb inside my skin, too afraid to let you in. Now the cold I used to hide is the storm I live inside. Now my heart is flowing out too late. I'm still to where you let one stayed. I feel the warmth you tried to give, but you're no longer here to live in it. I hear your voice in every song, realizing where I went wrong. Love finally breaking through the ache, but my heart's thawing out too late. And time could fade like broken light. I'd run back to that final night. Hold you close, say what I should, tell you every hurt I misunderstood. But the clock don't kill regret, it just reminds me I'm not here yet. And every sunrise makes me face the warmth that came a moment too late. Now my heart is falling out too late. Ice melting, but you walked away. I finally feel what love can be, but you're no longer here with me. Your goodbye still echoes strong, like the saddest line in every song. Love woke up inside the ache, but my heart thawed out too late. So if you ever feel the rain, you walk her in, I feel the same. No, every tear I couldn't shed was rotating in the afterglow. The living room is quiet now. Your laughter lifts the air. The movie that we used to watch still flickers on somewhere. Two shadows on a faded wall where we used to intertwine. I thought our love would never end, like the perfect final line. But the music slowly faded and the lights began to dim. We were holding on to moments that were slipping on a whim. Now the credits are rolling tonight, names fading into the light. Scenes of us play in my mind, like a love I can't rewind. Every smile, every tear, every whisper we held dear. But the story's finally told as the credits slowly roll. Your jacket's still behind the door, like you're coming back again. But silence sits beside me now, like an unfamiliar friend. Every frame inside my heart still remembers how we shunned. But even the brightest love leaves its ending line. I wish the screen would fade to black before the truth appears, but it is always find their way through the quiet years. Now the credits are rolling tonight, names faded into the light. Scenes of us play in my mind, like a love I can't rewind. Every smile, every tear, every whisper we held dear. But the story's finally told as the credits slowly roll. If I could pause the final scene before you walked away, I'd rewrite every broken word we never got to say. But time keeps playing forward like a film we can't control. The left becomes a memory as the final credits roll. Now the credits are rolling tonight, our love fading out of sight. Every moment that we knew still feels painfully true. Though the screen is turned to gray and you slowly walked away, part of me will always know the beauty in their shoes. So I'll sit here in the dark where our story used to belong, watching memories flicker as the credits softly roll. You said the sky would wait for us where the ocean meets the blue. We chased a line that never stayed, but I believed in you. Barefoot on the midnight sand, your hand inside of mine. We swore the world would stand still there at the edge of space and time. But every promise fades away like footprints in the tide, and every dream we try to hold just slowly slipped aside. And now the horizon is moving further every day. The place we thought we'd reach together is drifting far away. I'm standing where we started, watching colors fall apart. The horizon horizon keeps on moving, just like your wandering heart. Your laughter used to light the dark, like sunrise on the sea. But somewhere in the quiet years, you stopped believing in me. A suitcase by the bedroom door said words you couldn't say, and every mile you needed more carried you away. I tried to freeze the fading light before the day was through, but some skies change without a sound and leave no trace of you. Now the horizon is moving further every day. The place we thought we'd reach together is drifting far away. I'm standing where we started, watching colors fall apart. The horizon keeps on moving, just like you wandering Maybe love was just a lie we kept trying to pursue, running toward a distant glow that never came in view. And maybe somewhere down the road, when the night turns into blue, you'll see the sky we used to chase, still waiting there for you. But the horizon keeps moving further than before. The dreams we drew across the sky don't live here anymore. Still I watch the fading light, though we're worlds and worlds apart, because the horizon may be moving, but you're still inside my heart. And every sunset whispers low across the endless view, somewhere past the moonlight. I'm still reaching out to you. Your picture still beside my bed, a quiet smile in silver light. I trace the outline of your face like it might bring you back tonight. The room still holds the words we said, floating softly through the air. But every promise we once wrote feels like ink that's disappearing there. We built a world in fragile lines, with hearts too young to know that even stories filled with love still have to let you go. I'm turning the final page tonight of a love that tried to fight every word we wrote sweaters folded on the chair, like you'll come walking through the door. But silence answers every prayer the way it never did before. I tried to hold the fading light like sunset trapped inside my hands, but love can slip through open palms, just like forgotten plans. If I could pause the hands of time before the night grew cold, I'd hold your heart a little tighter before the ending told. I'm turning the final page tonight of a love they tried to fight. Every word we wrote in time still echoes through my mind. We were more than just a dream, more than what we've seen. But every story finds its end with hearts can't mend again. Maybe somewhere down the road, where broken hearts all go, we'll remember what we were without the pain we know. And maybe in another life, where time is kinder than today, we'll finish every chapter that slipped away. Now I'm turning the final page tonight, letting go of what felt right. Every tear becomes goodbye underneath this quiet sky. You were every light I knew, every shade of blue. But the story we began is finally through. So I'll close the book of us, though the memories remain, because loving you forever means accepting all